So we'll really have to see. Because I think if Tigers can get some momentum going, then it's going to be pretty scary. They're going to get some group up. The Darkseer can go for, say, a mech and a pipe, and at that point, I feel like they're just not going to have the damage on the Warriors Gaming Unity side to actually find any kills. They're very reliant on magical damage, but they're also really reliant on the scythe. They need the magical damage to knock somebody down, and then they need to Reaper Scythe, prioritizing a little bit more. Oh, double for Zephyr already. This tag team is extremely strong, and Felix immediately draws the first blood. Even just like a Alpha Wolf. Pretty useful for the Lone Druid push. It seems this one's only going to last a tiny bit longer. Zephyr, can he find a rollaway? Gets the kickback. He's going to be okay. Snowball not really there in time. And CZY used all of his spells already. He's in trouble. The charge coming through. Ajit also making his way over. This time around, he's going to land the stun, and this is going to be an easy kill. It is a big play. Nicely done. He's morphing strength, but they're still chasing, and he's already used the waveform. Ajit closing the gap. Just needs to make sure to land the stun. Will do so. And looking like he is 100% dead. CZY and Felix both trying to come over and help, but looks like they might also just be casualties. Snowballing onto Zephyr, but what more can they really do? The charge comes through. Kang thinks about something here, but he's only got 2 points in the Burrow Strike. Just sits in the Sandstorm. They do have Mercury here, though. They get the Reaper Scythe out onto the Bear, but In Your Dream, he's not dead just yet, and a nice stun from Ajit buys a little bit more time. In Your Dream thinks about coming back in here, needs to be a little bit careful. Felix is going to have an ultimate, well, not an ultimate, but another Stroke of Fate up soon. They're switching over onto 1437 instead. Looks like they will grab that kill. And Zephyr also trapped in the backlines. He's going to be brought down. They lose both supports. It's a double kill for the Necrophos. Top lane, Moon Meander gonna very quickly take out this tier 1 tower. Bottom lane pressure is coming in, but Zephyr goes for the kickback onto Mercury. He's in trouble. He gets the Ghost Shroud out. We'll be able to heal up a little bit. Magnetize is being spread. Still 2 more rocks for the Earth Spirit. Felix, all right, and that's no more rocks now. Phantom's Embrace comes through. Felix almost ticking out. He's down. 1437 also finds the charge onto Unity over in the trees, and now Sand King trying to escape. Doesn't have any mana left to help out. CZY trying to escape as well. He's also dead. And Tigers will still find himself in the middle of these fights quite a lot, especially with the new rolling boulders. So I don't think it makes sense. 1437 getting gone on, but he pops the bulldoze and now just turns it around. Kang's pretty tanky to get the vacuum back together. The Morphling taking damage off the Ion Shell. They do get the Soulbind down. Double Reaper Scythe attempted, but they get neither kill. Spirit Breaker almost dead, but not quite. And looks like he might be able to get off another charge to buy his team a little bit more time. Moon Meander almost down. 2-man charge through. Ajit still fighting. Lobs out the Laguna Blade, but it's not enough to kill Mercury. He's got that hood, so he ends up surviving. It's a 2-for-1 so far. They've lost the Morphling, an important target. Zephyr finds another stun. Wants to finish off Felix. Will be able to. This Ion Shell still ticking, but it is a triple kill for Mercury. Ajit just trying to find a little hidey hole away from Kang, and he has done so successfully. Almost lands the stun. Kang knows where he is. It's only 2 points in the Burrow Strike, though, so it's not actually going to kill off Ajit. And at the top side of the map, it's just In Your Dream going at it all by himself. He finds a tier 2 tower, and he kills off the Tusk. Ajit on the run. I think he's going to be just fine. Yeah, he's okay. In the Earth Spirit to kind of go for these things. Zephyr's going to reveal this smoke on the other side. He comes running into them. Can they focus him down? They're using a bunch of spells. He's still quite tanky, though. The double Bracer build doing its work, and the Ion Shell is just ticking down CZY. They block down the Necrophos. He gets Laguna Bladed in the face. It's a double kill for Moon Meander. Felix tried to come in here. He's also going to get locked down by the stun. Ajit on a mega kill streak, and Tigers finding their stride now. 5-manning up. They got a bunch of wall illusions. They've got themselves the Alpha Wolf as well, and they even find the Sand King a little bit further across. He's tanky, but is he tanky enough? The Burrow Strike doesn't get him out of there. Nice roll forward from Zephyr. Charge, vacuum, counter initiation, and the tier 2 is already pretty low. I don't know if they actually want to take this fight. The Morphling's coming over as if he wants to, but all right, they get the silence onto Felix. Looks like he might just get focused down. No trouble. Hardly any commitment whatsoever. 1437 is looking for more. They've managed to drag Mercury outside of the base. They do go in now, focusing towards the Lina. Epicenter doing decent damage, but she's just so damn fast. She walks it off. They get the vacuum together. It doesn't quite work properly with the stun combination. But CZY still dead. Kang's getting focused down next. The Laguna Blade finishes him off. They did manage to drop a Reaper Scythe and find the 1 kill. 2 for 2 fast for these Morphlings and EBs and Phantom Lancers to actually play. You're You're getting run down for lanes of racks in like 20 minutes. CZY easily brought down. Yeah, what can you do if you're losing, like if you're losing tier 3s this quickly? These hard carries really don't have much room to play. 1437 comes zooming in with the surge. So much damage. They've already burst down the Grimstroke. He falls to the Laguna Blade. CZY buying back, but he's just getting right click down. 1437 knocking him back with the Nether Strike. They found Kang in the tree line. Hasn't been able to get the epicenter off just yet. Another charge coming through. The super long range stuns from the Lina, following every single one of these charges up, and that is going to be a tier 3 dead. 3 down on Warriors Gaming, and this might just be GG 22 minutes into this game. They're going to take the one lane of Brax, and I don't think he's actually in too much danger. There's a bunch of heroes here hitting the shrine. Tigers need to be a little bit careful about how they play this. They do have a vacuum, but no wall. Zephyr trying to roll his way down onto the low ground, but it gets canceled. He goes through with the slow, the silence, the vacuum back into the magnetize. Now the charge onto everybody. In Your Dream is on the low ground, just chopping wood, laying in with the auto attacks. They Laguna Blade down the Morphling. He gets annihilated. They are going to try here with the epicenter. Isn't enough damage. Looks like In Your Dream should be brought down. Ajit still fairly healthy. He's got this Bloodstone. Necrophos, nice dodge with the Yules. He's going to keep himself alive, but now the Ancients are getting involved in this, and that's going to make it just that little bit easier for Tiger to right-click him down. Much sustain here. Crimson Guard gets popped, but he's still chunking this tower. They're going to try and go for 1437, but what can they actually do? They get the Soulbind out. The Laguna Blade is already killed up the top. They get the vacuum back into the stun. This time around, the combination from Tigers is great. They're popping the epicenter, but it's just not doing any damn damage. The pipe buff soaks the entire thing up. Mercury is sitting in the middle of this fight, just getting auto-attacked. Dazzle Naga, but I think they need this Beastmaster to have a really good game. Beastmaster's going to need to get, I think just needs to go for a fast initiation item here. Buy a fast Shadow Blade or buy a Blink Dagger quickly and just start moving around. They need to get into the, like, they need to get on top of this puck, find kills on him. They need to be able to jump the Dazzle. All of these things, max nukes, and just give them a really hard time. Oh, both teams planting down wards. Felix in some trouble. Moon Meander gonna skill up the Gush. This is a guaranteed first blood. Who are they gonna give it to is the only question. It's Ajit. Make sure that that mid gets off to a good start. Level 6 on the Beastmaster. Not going to be going for a mobility item early on, however. He is just rushing a Necro Book. Roll in. Kick back onto the tower. They do get the roar onto the Earth Spirit, and they've got the heal following it up. Nice rotation from the Warriors Gaming supports as they get the lift back towards the Tombstone. Moon Meander in some trouble. Anchor Smash helps to keep him alive a little bit longer, but he will still be brought down, and that was also a killing spree ended. So the Naga is definitely taking advantage of this. They jump in at mid. Dream Coil gonna lock them down. Phantom Lancer can't really do anything. Now the Ravage comes through. Will he be able to get the Doppelganger off? He won't. Felix also slowed down and finished off. Nice TP in from Moon Meander. As Tiger doing anything. I mean, I guess the Naga Siren is kind of the same for Tigers, but it's really not working out. And now, nothing to say. Netted down. The Illusion's doing so much damage, though Ajit's still going to be the one to hear that kill for himself. And over on the other side, Moon Meander comes running around the corner. They're going to throw yet another roar onto this 1437 Dazzle. He is not having a very fun time. Anchor Smash stolen. Kang no roar, so In Your Dream just comes running forward on him, and he is just chunking this Beastmaster. Ravage available for Moon Meander, throws it out now. In Your Dream almost dead, but not quite. Can they finish him off? They will be able to. This Tombstone is doing good work. Roll forward from Zephyr, Felix, and CZY trying to keep themselves alive. Tombstone still building up. These zombies are doing work. Ajit gonna, well, not Ajit jumping forward, it's actually the Rubik jumping through. Moon Meander in a little bit of trouble. At least he's got the damage block. Zephyr, no rocks left. That Spirit Vessel charge should be enough to kill them. Again, there's just so much lockdown for him. I don't even know if this is necessarily a good Timbersaw game. It's not like he crushed his lane versus the Naga or anything. Maybe they picked the Timber because they thought it was going to be Dazzle mid or something, and that's their go-to counter against the Dazzle mid, but this did not work out the way that they were hoping, I think. Oh, song popped. Okay. quickly deal with the tombstone. Ravage is still on cooldown for 15, but they do have a dream curl. Zephyr's setting himself up in a position to get the slow and the silence out onto everybody. They've netted down the Phantom Lancer. They're going to finish him off. CZY doing what he can with the ultimate, but they've lost 2 already. Mercury running forward. Ajit getting locked down, but he just nukes the Timber into oblivion. CZY buys back into the game, but there's a slow waiting for him, and the heals continue to get pumped up by 1437. They're going to keep In Your Dream nice and healthy. And so long as this Dazzle doesn't die, this push will be able to continue from Tiger. Zephyr, a little bit of an awkward roll forward, doesn't find the stun, but Ajit will still find the kill. And Tigers once again taking racks at 20 minutes into this game. No trouble whatsoever. Warriors Gaming completely unable with their carry to put up any kind of a fight, and Moon Meander just sitting there pump faking the Ravage. That's a little more like it. Nice little kickback. And it's looking like Tiger's going to be taking both of these games in under 30 minutes. A very convincing performance. They're going to be moving forward into the upper bracket, or the winners match. Alright. They're going for a smoke, but their initiation is questionable, and there's always going to be the Ravage counter initiation possibility. They do manage to focus down the puck, but he actually gets graved. Looks like Ajit might be able to survive. He's phase shifting and jaunting himself away. There's another heal, nothing to say. Still chasing him, but now he's got another phase shift opportunity, and the Ravage lands onto 3. Rubik, what's he been able to get? He's just got the stolen orb. Puck is still somehow alive in the midst of all of this. All they want is this Ajit kill, but there's yet another grave coming out, and there's going to be yet another phase shift. They just can't do it. Warriors Gaming, he's even throwing out the chat wheels on him now. Ajit finally brought down at the end of the day. The opposing high ground, they're running into the base and they're using it like it's their own. All right, Felix Tim's TPing in. They put down the tombstone, but there can always be a song to reset this. Yeah, there you go. Song, kill the tomb, choose your target. They look towards the Timbersaw first. Mercury tries to get the Timber Chain away, but he gets rooted up. Ajit's focusing onto the Timbersaw. They are losing 1437. Ravage comes out to protect him, though. Moon Meander playing the savior, and they will bring down the Undying. Zephyr in the backline looking for another support. They also lose the Phantom Lancer. Mercury does manage to Timber Chain his way a little bit further out, but nothing to say, knows what the situation is. He's even got a buyback available, but gonna call the GG.